everybody, I'm Alejandra and welcome to Messy Media. Today I'm gonna do some pumpkin painting. I'm gonna show you how to paint this sort of more fun floral pattern on a pumpkin, and then also this more sort of easy spider web pattern. So perfect for Halloween, for our fall time. So all we're gonna need for this is a small pumpkin. So I'm using just a craft pumpkin that I picked up from the craft store, but you can use a real pumpkin, a mini pumpkin, whatever size or type of pumpkin you want to use. And then I'm using some acrylic paints. I have a few colors here. I have a burnt umber, brownish color, mid-yellow, crimson red, cerulean blue, and then just a black and white for our more simple pattern. And then you'll need some paint brushes. I would recommend some sort of like skinnier brushes so you can do these smaller lines. And just some napkins and stuff to wipe out your brush in between colors. So I think that's about it. So we can go ahead and get started with our painting. So I'm first gonna try this, show you how to do this floral design. So it looks really, really pretty and it's really easy. This whole thing to paint only took me about 30 minutes. So once you get the shapes down that you like, it's really not too complicated. So let's first start off with this sort of leaf shape here. So you first want to make a very skinny stem, and you can make them as long as you want, close together, far apart, whatever you prefer. The further apart you make it, the faster you'll be able to paint your pumpkin. If you make it very close together, it's going to take a while to finish your design. Okay, and I'm starting off with my red on top, then yellow, then blue, and then the burnt umber brownish color. So then once you have your stem, you can start at the top with a leaf. So you want to start with your tip and then push down to create that leaf shape. And it might not be perfect, and that's okay. Leaves are not perfect. So with your tip and then push down. My brush is a little stiff. I'm going to try one that's maybe not so stiff. Let's try this one. Yeah, it's a little bit better. This is why it's important to wash your brushes after you finish your projects, otherwise they get too stiff to use. So you just want to draw just your leaves in whatever spot you like. And like I said, once you get the hang of doing the leaves and the patterns, this could be a pretty quick project. And then I like to do some little dots at the end of my stem just to add a little bit more interest. And then I also included some of these flower shapes to fill in those empty spaces. So all you really need to do for this one, it's super easy. Just do your dot first for the center of your flower. And then from the outside in, you want to just push towards the center with a little bit of paint. Just keep doing that. And it's a pretty easy flower. And I think it looks super cute. I love the colors, very fall. And then you got your easy flower. And then I also have this sort of more delicate leaf shape. So I'll do that one over here. Same thing, this one I'm just going to do a very skinny line for the stem, and then do some other lines that branch out from that one. Yep, and then I'll do one leaf here, and then one leaf at every little branch here that I made. Okay. Then you can add extra little leaves wherever you want. Okay, and then I also like to draw just some dots here and there to fill in those blank spaces. And you want to do like a couple, like this one at the top in the red, and then the next row down should be yellow, and then blue, and then brown. Or whatever color you like. You can do it in all white if you want. That would be super, super pretty. Just gonna do another flower here. And then I would suggest, if you're going to display your pumpkin outside, just give it a coat of Mod Podge right after the paint has dried, just to keep your designs protected. So we're essentially just going to continue this pattern all the way to about midway to the pumpkin in our different colors. And that's it. So that's super easy, really cute. And then for our next project, we have our spider web pumpkin. So for this one, I actually have an orange pumpkin. And I'm going to do this one in white paint. Oops, I'm going to go ahead and clean off my brush with a napkin. So for this one, you're going to want to follow the ridges of your pumpkin to create the spider web. So first, I'm going to make my initial spider web design with the white. And then I'll make a point and every ridge. So I have a ridge here, make a point. I think spider webs are a fun, like, easy way to paint your pumpkin. A ridge here, a ridge here. And you can always, for either design, go in with a pencil first, if you want to draw your design first, and then go over it with paint. You know, because, you know, the pencil is easier to erase your mistakes, and the paint not so much. There we go, another point, and then just keep doing that until you connect it at the end there. Okay, and then we want to fill that in with our white. With the white, it might be a little bit trickier. You might need a couple of coats of the white. We'll want to fill in that shape completely. And then go ahead at every point you want to draw a line till about, again, probably midway to the pumpkin. And again, this can be messy and it'll still look really nice. In fact, I think it looks a little bit better when it's messy. So at that point, I'm going to draw a line all the way down. This is where using pencil would be very beneficial, because my straight lines are always a little shaky. So having pencil marking there to follow makes it a little bit easier. And also be very careful where you lean your hand, because once you start painting, you don't want to lean your hand against the wet paint and ruin your design. So be very, very careful. Okay. And then in order to make our web, we're going to do these upside down C shapes. So we have one there, and we want to kind of connect these a little bit. Okay. And then these, again, you can do them really, really close together if you want, or further apart. If you make them further apart, you'll make your design a little bit faster. And you want to do this all throughout the pumpkin. So fill in the shape and then draw your lines, and then start filling in your spider web. I'm going to throw in some random lines here too. And then as an extra little touch on this one, I did draw a couple of spiders. So you can do that too to give it a little bit extra Halloween vibe. But that's essentially, you're going to just do that all around your pumpkin, and then you have your perfect Halloween spiderweb pumpkin. Thanks so much for joining me today for Messy Media. Our next Messy Media is going to be Tuesday, October 12th, where I'll be showing you some fun designs that we can do with scratch art. Please visit our website, osceolalibrary.org, for more information about our fun programs and services. Thanks so much. See you next time.